Moldova police say they foiled Russia-backed unrest plot.
Here's a summary of the article.
Chisinau, Moldova. Moldovan police said on Sunday they have foiled a plot by groups of Russia-backed actors who were specially trained to cause mass unrest during a protest the same day in the capital against the country's new pro-Western government. The head of Moldova's police, Viorel Cernortinu, said in a news conference that an undercover agent had infiltrated groups of diversionists, some Russian citizens, who had been promised $10,000 to organize mass disorder to destabilize Moldova during a protest in the capital, Chisinau. The protest Sunday is one of several held in recent weeks organized by a group calling itself Movement for the People, which is backed by Moldova's Russia-friendly Shaw Party, which holds 6 seats in the country's 101-seat legislature. Moldova's border police also said Sunday that 182 foreign nationals in the last week have been denied entry into Moldova, including a possible representative of Russia's Wagner Group, the private military company that is fighting in Ukraine, Moldova's war-torn neighbor. The police announcement Sunday comes just days after U.S. intelligence officials said they have determined that actors with ties to Russian intelligence are planning to use protests in Moldova, a European Union candidate since last June, as a basis to foment an insurrection against the country's government. On Saturday, Moldova's National Anti-Corruption Agency said that it has seized more than €220,000 during searches in a case of alleged illegal party financing of the Shaw Party by an organized criminal group. The Shaw Party also organized a series of anti-government protests last fall, when Moldova's government asked the country's constitutional court to declare the Shaw Party illegal, in a case that is ongoing.
This post received a score of 34,000, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I am in Moldova. Today 50 people were arrested with knives. There were 4 bomb alarms, one at the airport. Also in the morning, a person from the Wagner Group was stopped at the airport.
I really hope your country stands strong in these trying times instead of falling prey to Russian-backed separatism. Nothing good ever comes from aligning with Russia, especially when they've got a dictator with a hard-on for conquest in office.
Greater than when they've got a dictator with a hard-on for conquest that is just normal Russia, no need for redundant qualifiers.
Right? The only time in the last 100 years where they didn't have a dictator, they were basically ruled by the mafia.
But we got Tetris out of it, so it wasn't all bad.
Tetris really is the best thing to come out of a totalitarian country.
I know this is a joke, but some truly amazing art, literature, films, and music have come from Russia, the USSR, over the past 2 to 3 centuries. Although, to your point, they've been very culturally quiet since the USSR fell, and not coincidentally so.
Yeah, Russia has a beautiful culture, but it's a damn shame their government doesn't allow the art and free speech to truly flourish. They would probably have even more internationally enjoyed works of art if they weren't limited. The same goes for countries like China, North Korea, and honestly anywhere else where people are limited by either terrible governments or poverty.
Fuck all who obsess over control like these fucks.
True dat.
Russia will not stop with Ukraine. They have their sights firmly set on Georgia and Moldova.
Ukraine, Moldova, Kazakhstan, Armenia, etc. Not to mention their biggest prize, the Baltic states.
Greater than the Baltic states. Won't happen due to NATO. They want every non-NATO country they can get their hands on their borders.
They're hoping NATO might fall apart. Orban, Trump, Le Pen, they are supporting any force that might split the West. If isolationism wins forward, then Baltic states might suddenly find themselves alone. And then Russia hopes to move in. But you're right, as long as the Baltic states are part of a functioning NATO, they are safe. And although I keep being surprised by the short-sightedness of some voters, I don't actually think NATO will collapse.
Greater than Orban, Trump, Le Pen Tories plus Brexit, Erdogan.
Erdogan is not the result of Putin's propaganda actually. He is a fully fledged regional player. Turkey is supplying a notable portion of the drones Ukraine is using in the war.
I didn't mean to imply he was the result, just that Russia is funding him and his NATO disruptive policies, while also being an important partner for Putin in many ways. Like gas middleman.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.